Howdy. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the text to column in Excel to copy paste certain information from Jupyter Notebook to the Excel file. In the summary file you will receive for the exam, you have these data fields, and of course you can type the information one at a time to here and then be done with it, but that's gonna take a lot of time. The better way is just copy paste the information. So here's my data fields. So one way is very simple. You can just do this, right? And select the file and copy, go to the Excel and then paste it, right? So there is some of course readjustment needed, but don't worry about like adjusting, making it nicely, and this will do it. All right, in this case it perfectly fits, but then there is for example regression tables. For that, when I copy paste, this is a regression result table, I will end up with a little bit of a tricky situation. I'm gonna open a new file here. So as you see, it's like a single line with all the information. So I can, if I copy paste to this Excel file anywhere, let's me try to copy paste here, for example, you see it didn't maintain the formatting. So I don't want you to do this one. I want the information in the fields that I want, right? So you need to add R square, adjust the F statistic, probability of statistics, and so forth, and write the number. But again, typing all of them might take a lot of time, so we will try to make it a little faster, right? So what you need to do for the text to column is that select the cells you want to do. And right now there is only one text, basically. Curtis's, for example, has all this line that I'm seeing. Similarly, I have the others, right? For example, age has all those numbers. So what I'm gonna do is, after selecting this one, go to the data, and there is this text to column field, right? Now you can divide based on certain things, or you can divide by fixed width, but I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, actually there is the space, right? So space seems to be a good indicator. I may need to do a couple of adjustments, but it should work for the most part, right? I'm gonna do that. All right, so what happened? There are some information, for example, and then let me adjust these things a little bit. So R square is here, but adjusted R square is divided into 2, but at least I have the data easy to copy paste format. The F statistics value is basically moved like 2-3 columns this way. So what I could do is, just because I'm not gonna use this one later, and now all these are actually well aligned with what I had here, and bring copy paste here, right? So I basically finished that one, and that is that's it, right? So I got the R square, adjusted R, and so forth. The next thing is, like, say in this table I have coefficient, standard error, and so forth, and I know those are not gonna be nice like that. So let me first clean up here, right? So I'm gonna bring it to this format and then copy paste here. All right, so here's the thing. Of course this time I have its value, right? Experience, years of experience is divided into relevant years of experience is divided to the many column. But once I know this is like that, I'm gonna just delete this and then move this basically here, right? So now I have this coefficient, standard error. Okay, it doesn't matter, naming is gonna match the here. So attribute name, coefficient, standard error, t-value, p greater than t, and then lower and upper bound for 97.5 and 2.5, right? So it seems I mean, I could fix this column name as well, but it looks like at this level, I have everything I need, right? I can just do it. And by the way, doing this one for 2 factors or 10 factor is gonna take the same time, right? And then come here and then paste it. Oh, so actually come here and paste it because I didn't fix the names. Then I can go ahead, perhaps if I need to write the relevant years of experience, I can write that one, or copy from my data file where I have it. Just do copy and paste and be done with it, right? So that is how you could use the text column to basically reduce some of the burdens in terms of typing all this data, right? The second one is in some of the figures, I think in one question at least, it is asking you to create a figure and then post a figure here. So let me go to my file. So I have a figure somewhere. All right, here's a figure and I'm gonna copy this figure. And there are a couple of ways. I think you can just copy this image. You may not be able to directly post to Excel document, but you can post it to Word and then or an image processor and then basically insert as an image to this picture to this file. Or the other thing is like, especially in the newer Excel, there is this take a screenshot function, right? So let me just use that one, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the screenshot of this, right? It's a huge file, but I can crop it. So there is a crop function. So what I want to do is just bring it to like the level I want, and then right, I think that is right. So that is still kind of bigger than what I had for here. So just fix it a little bit and that is done basically. Now I have the figure and then basically I just wanted to see, and if I have any specific question, I can go back and look into it, right? So that's how you could do copy paste from Python to Excel quickly as a text and as a figure, right? Hope that helps.